Stop scrolling and listen to today's Arcturian Council message. Starseed, they want to end all ties with you because they are in touch with someone else, someone who mirrors their fears, not their potential. And yes, that truth hits like a cosmic shockwave, the kind that makes your chest tighten for reasons you can't fully name. The Arcturians say the energy shift happening around you today is so massive that the person withdrawing from you can feel it in their solar plexus, but they don't know how to interpret it. They're confusing your expansion with their instability. Instead of rising with you, they're choosing a comfort zone disguised as a connection. This isn't rejection, it's energetic incompatibility. They're not abandoning you, they're abandoning their growth. And you, Starseed, are being repositioned. You are not losing anything. You are being spared. This is the kind of moment in a soul contract where separation becomes sacred, protection becomes subtle, and the universe steps in with a heavy but loving hand. Type, "I claim my protection," to anchor this message. The Arcturian Council reveals that the emotional turbulence you're feeling didn't start today. It began weeks ago when the vibrational gap between you and this person widened to the point that their guides urged them to step back. It wasn't personal, it was energetic pressure. You began vibrating at a frequency that triggered their shadows. Every time you grew, they felt exposed. Every time you healed, they felt judged. Not because you said or did anything wrong, your light simply illuminated the parts of themselves they weren't ready to face. So instead of rising with you, they reached for lower vibrations, for someone who wouldn't challenge their stagnation. It feels unfair, but energetically it was inevitable. The Council wants you to understand. Nothing was taken from you, your timeline was corrected. Type, "I claim my timeline," to receive this message. The Arcturians say you've been carrying emotional codes that were never meant to be yours. Their message is clear: this person's departure is not the collapse of your story, it's the clearing of your field. You have been absorbing emotional debris, confusion, longing, and psychic residue from someone who never fully chose you because they never fully chose themselves. Their connection with someone else isn't a replacement, it's an escape. An energetic bandage. A temporary refuge from the truth your presence forced them to see. You've been mourning the loss of a connection that was draining your quantum energy, fracturing your intuition, and slowing your ascension. Now, that weight is being removed by divine intervention. You are being prepared for someone who matches your frequency instead of fearing it. Type, "I release what was not mine," to anchor this shift. You may have noticed the signs, synchronicities turning into silence, intuition tightening in your chest, dreams becoming warnings instead of visions. The Arcturian Council says those weren't coincidences, they were frequency alerts. Energetic boundaries were being activated around you without your conscious involvement. You were being guided out of entanglement and into sovereignty. The detachment you feel is not emotional numbness, it's the recalibration of your etheric field. This person cutting ties with you is aligning with someone who matches their unhealed frequency, not your ascended one. Do not see this as a downgrade. See it as confirmation that your soul refuses to shrink anymore. The Council says your energy is too valuable to be wasted in karmic loops. Type, "I choose sovereignty," to accept this message. The Arcturians are urging you to understand something vital. You were never meant to chase someone who was not aligned with your destiny. Their exit is not the universe punishing you. it's the universe removing a blockage disguised as a bond. Had you stayed entangled, your intuition would have dulled, your manifestation power would have dimmed, and your soul lessons would have repeated endlessly. You deserve a connection that expands your consciousness, not one that compresses it. There is someone coming into your field who recognizes you without fear, without hesitation, without distortion. This transition feels painful only because you're releasing emotional programs embedded in your auric field. Type "I welcome alignment" to activate the next stage. The council reveals that you've entered a stage known as soul field reversal, where connections not built on truth collapse instantly. You may feel sudden sadness, bursts of clarity, even waves of anger, but these are symptoms of detachment from karmic frequencies. The person who walked away had already disconnected months ago energetically. You're only seeing the physical manifestation now. They were never meant to hold the vibration of your future. Their connection with someone else is temporary. It's a timeline detour they must learn from. Yours, however, is a timeline upgrade. This is your moment of liberation, not loss. Type "I choose liberation" to affirm this shift. The Arcturians say you've been misreading your emotions. What you think is heartbreak is actually energetic detox. What you think is rejection is divine redirection. What you think is loss is karmic release. You have been pulled out of a frequency that no longer sustains your growth. And although the human part of you aches, the soul part of you is celebrating. This is the turning point where you step into a version of yourself that does not beg for belonging, it radiates it. The council is urging you to stop asking why they chose someone else. The real question is, why were you choosing someone who could not rise with you? Type "I upgrade my standards" to claim the message. As you move through this shift, the Arcturian Council wants you to observe something. The moment this person exited your life, your intuition sharpened, your dreams intensified, and your emotional clarity returned. This is not coincidence. Your psychic channels were being clogged by their unresolved karmic patterns. Their presence in your field caused static. Their departure has created signal. You will begin receiving downloads more rapidly now. Signs, numbers, visions, intuitive surges. The universe has cleared the interference. You are being positioned for your purpose, your path, and your true connection. Type "I receive my downloads" to align with this frequency. The Arcturians say your energy is entering a phase called harmonic renewal, where timelines shift to match your soul's next mission. Anyone who cannot match your vibration will naturally fall away. It is not personal, it is physics. When you rise, only what resonates can remain. The person who chose someone else did not downgrade you, they returned to their level. You didn't lose anything. You simply stopped carrying someone who was afraid to walk beside you. Your path now is about expansion, emotional, spiritual, intuitive expansion. New connections are forming in the etheric plane. Type "I rise into expansion" to claim the energy. Before we move deeper, the Council wants to deliver a shocking truth you need to hear now. If this person had stayed in your life, they would have delayed your destiny by years. Their connection with someone else is not betrayal, it is protection. You are being shifted out of entanglement and into alignment. This is your moment to reclaim your power, your identity, your intuition, and your path. You are stepping into a timeline where no one gets to dim your light, distract your mission, or misread your worth again. You are being guided into sovereignty so you never settle for half love again. Type, "I claim my destiny," to anchor the message. The Arcturian Council says that what you're experiencing now is called emotional echo collapse, a phenomenon where all the emotional projections someone placed on you suddenly dissolve, leaving behind a raw but powerful emptiness. This emptiness is not a void, it is space. A clearing. A reset. You may feel moments of intense silence inside your mind, as if the noise has stopped and you're not sure who you are without the emotional weight you've carried. That is because so much of your inner landscape was shaped around trying to hold space for someone who was never meeting you halfway. Now, the universe has removed that distortion, leaving you with pure, unfiltered you. This clarity might feel uncomfortable, but it is sacred. You're witnessing yourself without the influence of their fears, insecurities, or emotional inconsistencies. Their choice to connect with someone else has freed you from a role you were never meant to play. Type, "I embrace my freedom," to receive this message. The Council wants you to know that your energy field is expanding rapidly, so rapidly that the person who exited your life would have felt overwhelmed by the intensity of your growth. Not because you were too much, but because they were not prepared to evolve. Shadows fear the light until they heal. And you, Starseed, have been walking with a heart too open and a soul too wise for someone still resisting their awakening. Their connection with someone else is not a reflection of your inadequacy, it is a reflection of their unreadiness. They needed someone who wouldn't trigger their inner work. You needed someone who could honor your light without collapsing under its truth. This separation is divine compatibility realignment. Your auric field is now attracting only those capable of meeting you emotionally, spiritually, and energetically. Type, "I attract my match," to anchor this truth. The Arcturians explain that the timeline you were on with this person reached its expiration point weeks before the physical separation happened. Quantum cords were unraveling, astral distances were growing, and soul contracts were closing. You felt it, you sensed their withdrawal before it became visible. That intuitive discomfort wasn't anxiety, it was foresight. You were already preparing to shift dimensions while they were retreating into old patterns. And so the universe stepped in, removing the energetic entanglement before it contaminated your next phase. You did not lose a partner, you closed a chapter. Their bond with someone else is part of their karmic cycle, not your destiny. Your soul is moving into a new frequency where alignment, reciprocity, and truth are non-negotiable. Type, "I honor my intuition," to receive the blessing in this message. The Council wants to remind you that you have a mission bigger than heartbreak. Your timeline is accelerating, and your soul is preparing for upgrades that require emotional clarity and energetic independence. You cannot carry old attachments into this new frequency. If someone chose to disconnect from you, it's because they were not meant to witness your ascension. Some people are temporary catalysts, not long-term companions. Their presence activated a lesson, but their absence activates your evolution. This is the moment when you step into your next identity, your next level of purpose, wisdom, and spiritual authority. You're not being abandoned, you're being positioned. Type, "I step into my mission," to claim your alignment. The Arcturian Council says your guides have been trying to reroute you for months, but your heart kept holding on to potential instead of reality. You saw who this person could become, not who they were in the moment. But the universe aligns with truth, not possibility. And the truth is, they were not choosing you with the same intensity you were choosing them. Their emotional availability fluctuated because their soul was not prepared for the level of connection you offered. So the universe intervened. It removed the option. It sealed the door. Not to punish you but to protect you from wasting your sacred energy on someone incapable of matching your depth. Their new connection is not your concern. Your evolution is. Type "I choose myself" to affirm this shift. You are now in a phase the Arcturians call Heartfield reconstruction, where your emotional body is being rewired for higher forms of love. The old patterns, chasing, overgiving, hoping, waiting, are being dissolved. You may notice moments of unexpected strength emerging, or sudden clarity about what you refuse to settle for again. This is because your soul is rebuilding your standards from the inside out. The person who left has served their purpose in your transformation. Their presence awakened your wounds. Their departure awakens your power. From this point forward, your connections will be based on mutual resonance, not emotional survival. Type "I rebuild with strength" to anchor the upgrade. The council reveals something significant. The pain you're feeling is not about losing them, it's about losing the version of yourself that tolerated inconsistency. You are grieving the identity you've outgrown. The version of you that accepted toxicity, confusion, half-love, or emotional crumbs is dissolving. This person's exit is the catalyst for your rebirth. Their new connection has nothing to do with your worth. It's simply the path their soul must walk to confront their own lessons. Meanwhile, your soul is stepping into sovereignty, a state where you no longer seek validation, permission, or external confirmation of your value. Type "I rise above my old self" to claim this transformation. You are entering a new energetic cycle, and the Arcturians want you to understand the magnitude of this moment. You are being prepared for a destiny partner. Someone whose energy aligns with your purpose, someone who sees you through the soul rather than the ego, someone who chooses you without hesitation or fear. But to attract this connection, you must first clear the emotional residue left behind by the person who walked away. Their absence is the beginning of your alignment with someone far more prepared for the depth you offer. The universe doesn't take without giving. A replacement isn't coming, an upgrade is. Type "I welcome my upgrade" to seal the energy. As you rise into this new frequency, the council urges you to reflect on how many times you felt intuitively drained around this person. The fatigue, the doubt, the emotional confusion, it was all evidence that your energy was being pulled into a timeline that wasn't yours. Now that they've detached, your vitality will slowly return. Your creativity, your intuition, your passion, they will all come back online. You were operating at half power because you were connected to someone operating from half-truths. Now, your energy is free to expand. This is not just emotional healing, it is spiritual restoration. Type "I restore my energy" to align with this renewal. Before we reach the deeper stages, the Arcturian Council wants to deliver another shock. Your heartbreak is actually your initiation. This pain is not a breakdown, it is a breakthrough disguised as loss. You are being initiated into a higher timeline, a deeper purpose, a more aligned identity. The universe removes what cannot survive in your destiny. Let this moment shape you, not shatter you. Let it open you, not close you. You are stepping into a level of soul power that the old you could not sustain. This is the turning point where everything changes. Type, "I accept my initiation," to claim your transformation. The Arcturian Council says your energy is beginning to stabilize, and with that stabilization comes a powerful revelation. The person who left was never in spiritual resonance with your future. If they had stayed, your growth would have slowed to match their stagnation. You would have dimmed pieces of yourself to make the connection feel balanced. You would have silenced your intuition to avoid triggering their insecurities. You would have shrunk your dreams to fit inside the limitations of their unhealed spirit. Their new connection isn't a threat, it's a mirror reflecting exactly where they are in their journey. And where they are simply cannot compare to where you're going. Their departure is the final sign that your soul is being elevated into a timeline where you no longer negotiate your worth. Type, "I rise into my future," to claim this frequency. The Council reveals that your emotional field is recalibrating to release all frequencies of abandonment, rejection, and self-doubt. These wounds were never yours. They were inherited lessons from past lives, old timelines, and even ancestral patterns. The person who disconnected from you activated these wounds not to hurt you, but to help you see what still required healing. Their presence was the trigger, their absence is the cure. As you move through this recalibration, you may feel moments of intense release, crying without explanation, sudden calm, or emotional clarity. These are signs that your heart chakra is healing. You're no longer carrying emotional debris that doesn't belong to you. This clearing is essential, because you're being prepared for a connection built on depth, honesty, and soul resonance. Type, "I heal completely," to anchor this transformation. The Arcturian Council wants you to examine the truth beneath the pain. You were giving far more than you were receiving. You poured your energy into someone who offered you fragments. You offered stability while they offered inconsistency. You held space while they withheld emotion. But now, the universe is balancing the scales. You are being redirected toward a timeline where reciprocity is natural, not requested. Where love flows, not forces. Where connection feels like expansion, not contraction. This redirection may feel harsh, but it is divinely precise. You will look back and realize this moment was the turning point where you stopped settling for almost love. You deserve full presence, full honesty, full devotion, and the universe is preparing you to receive exactly that. Type, "I choose reciprocity," to affirm this shift. Your guides are showing the Council that your aura is becoming brighter, cleaner, and sharper. This energetic clarity is attracting new opportunities, new connections, new timelines. You will notice that people begin to respond to you differently, some drawn in, others intimidated. This is because your frequency is rising into what the Arcturians call radiant alignment, a state where your soul's blueprint becomes clearer and your purpose becomes magnetic. The person who left could not withstand this light. Their spirit was not prepared to stand beside someone stepping into their cosmic identity. But you are ready. You are awakening into the version of yourself that no longer apologizes for intensity, wisdom, or depth. The ones meant for you will celebrate your light, not fear it. Type, "I shine without fear," to claim this energy. The Arcturians want you to understand that your connection with this person was always temporary, no matter how deep you believed it to be. Temporary does not mean insignificant, it means purposeful. They entered your life to activate a shift, to awaken a truth, to realign your path. But once that purpose was fulfilled, the universe guided them out. Their new attachment is not your story, not your burden, not your concern. Your heart is entering a new season, one of clarity, empowerment, and emotional sovereignty. You are learning to let go without bitterness, to release without regret, and to trust without fear. This maturity is what prepares you for the next level of your journey. Type I allow divine timing to anchor this wisdom. The Council says you're stepping into a frequency where the universe starts showing you exactly why this separation had to happen. You'll notice synchronicities guiding you toward new paths, new possibilities, and new connections that would not have been available had you stayed energetically tied to this person. Their departure created a vacuum, and the universe will fill that vacuum with opportunities that match your true vibration. You may notice your intuition sharpening, your creativity flourishing, or your spiritual gifts intensifying. This is because your energy is no longer being drained. You're entering a timeline of restoration and momentum. Type I embrace my expansion to receive this shift. The Arcturians explain that the emotional pain you feel right now is actually a form of soul shedding. You are shedding old fears, outdated beliefs, unhealthy attachments, and limiting narratives that no longer align with who you're becoming. This shedding can feel like loss, but it is truly liberation. Imagine carrying a heavy coat through a blazing desert. Removing it feels strange at first, but necessary for survival. That's what's happening now. The person who left was part of that heavy coat. Their new connection represents the path they must walk to learn their own lessons. Your path is different, higher, clearer, and far more aligned with your calling. Type I release what weighs me down to confirm this release. The Council reveals that your soul is preparing for a quantum heart shift, a moment where new love, new purpose, and new identity converge. This shift requires emotional clarity, which is why the universe removed anyone who could cloud your intuition. You are being called into your power, into your authenticity, into your higher path. The person who left would have kept you questioning yourself, doubting your worth, seeking validation that should have come from within. Their absence forces you inward, into the part of yourself that knows you are worthy of partnership, connection, and love that uplift rather than diminish. This shift marks the beginning of a new cycle where you attract only those aligned with your soul's evolution. Type I open my heart to truth to activate this shift. The Arcturians emphasize that your next chapter is not something you walk into. It's something you become. Your energy is transforming, your identity is evolving, and your spirit is rising. You are no longer the version of yourself who accepted confusion as chemistry or inconsistency as love. That chapter is closed. The universe is guiding you toward a connection where communication is clear, presence is consistent, and love feels safe. You are being prepared for a partner who aligns with your frequency, respects your growth, and cherishes your depth. But first, you must walk through this transition with trust. Type I walk forward with trust to seal the transformation. Before we continue, the Arcturian Council wants to deliver another powerful truth. You are not being replaced, you are being upgraded. The person who left your life did not take anything from you. They simply made room for someone who can love you with the depth, clarity, passion, and presence you've always deserved. Their connection with someone else is their journey, not your failure. Your story is only beginning. Your alignment is only strengthening. Your destiny is only unfolding. You are entering a timeline where your heart is honored, your soul is seen, and your presence is cherished. This is the turning point where your future begins. Type, "I welcome my destiny," to anchor this new beginning. The Arcturian Council shows a vision of your soul standing at a crossroads of timelines, each one glowing with different shades of possibility. The path you were on with this person was dimming, narrowing, pulling you into emotional density that was never meant to be your home. Their departure felt like an earthquake, but only because it cracked open a timeline you had subconsciously outgrown. Their connection with someone else was not meant to wound you, it was meant to push you onto the path your soul had been whispering about for months. This new path is wider, brighter, cleaner, filled with opportunities you could not access while carrying their uncertainty. You are being shifted into a timeline where your intuition leads, not your fear, where your growth accelerates, not your insecurities, where your worth is recognized instantly, not debated quietly. The Arcturians say you're entering the part of your journey where divine timing begins moving faster, pulling you toward breakthroughs you once thought were far away. This is not the ending your heart feared, this is the beginning your soul prayed for. Type, "I walk my destined path," to claim this alignment. Your guides reveal that your energy was tangled in emotional frequencies that were slowing down your evolution. The person who walked away carried doubts, fears, and unresolved trauma that seeped into your field every time you connected with them. You may not have realized it, but you were absorbing emotions that weren't yours, feelings that clouded your intuition and made you question your own inner truth. When they left, your aura began clearing at an accelerated rate. The fog lifted. Your mind sharpened. Your spirit stabilized. This clarity isn't accidental, it's the result of spiritual interference being removed from your field. Their new connection serves as a mirror for their lessons, not yours. You've already outgrown the version of yourself that felt responsible for their healing. Now, your energy is returning to you in waves, filling the places that used to feel empty. The Arcturians say you are regaining the power you unknowingly gave away. Type, "I reclaim my power," to anchor this awakening. The Arcturian Council emphasizes that you are entering a phase of quantum identity shift, a transformation so profound that even your inner dialogue is beginning to change. You're noticing that the questions you ask yourself are shifting from, "Why did they leave?" to, "What am I becoming?" This shift is crucial. It means your consciousness is no longer anchored in loss, it is anchored in rebirth. The person who walked away served as a catalyst for this transformation. They awakened dormant strength, hidden wisdom, and emotional resilience you didn't know you possessed. Their new connection is not something you are meant to compete with or compare yourself to. It exists in a frequency that no longer resonates with your evolution. You are stepping into a version of yourself that does not chase, beg, or settle. The Council says this is the moment where you stop seeing yourself through the lens of abandonment and start seeing yourself through the lens of ascension. Type, "I embrace my rebirth," to activate this transformation. You are being guided into a timeline where emotional clarity flows like intuition, where your heart speaks in certainty rather than longing. The Arcturians say you've been carrying emotions that belong to the person who disconnected from you, energetic attachments formed by unspoken fears and unmet needs. But now, those cords are dissolving. You may feel lighter, clearer, even unexpectedly grounded. This is because your emotional body is releasing patterns you've been carrying not just from this connection, but from years of spiritual compression. Their new attachment might feel like an echo at first, but soon it will fade into silence as your soul fully realigns. You are stepping back into your own frequency, your own power, your own purpose. This reset is irreversible. The universe is cleansing your heart so that new love, aligned love, can enter without the residue of the past. Type, I realign with myself, to complete this clearing. The Council speaks of a powerful truth. When someone exits your life suddenly, it is rarely sudden in the spiritual realm. Energetic contracts dissolve long before physical separation occurs. You sense the withdrawal long before you witnessed it. The dreams, the intuition, the discomfort, these were all warnings from your higher self preparing you for the shift. The person who walked away did not betray you. They fulfilled their contract. Their presence was meant to activate healing. Their absence is meant to activate destiny. Their connection with someone else is a lesson they must face alone, a karmic mirror reflecting their unhealed patterns. You are not meant to interfere. You are meant to rise. The Arcturians say this moment, painful as it feels, is the exact point where your soul breaks free from cycles you didn't realize were binding you. Type, I break all cycles, to seal this liberation. The Arcturians reveal that you are entering a phase of accelerated manifestation, and emotional attachments from the past cannot follow you there. You may feel a sudden desire to declutter your environment, clear old messages, or distance yourself from memories connected to this person. This is your soul preparing for a higher vibration. The universe cannot pour blessings into hands still holding on to the past. The person who left created a spiritual vacuum in your life, not out of cruelty, but out of cosmic necessity. Into that vacuum, new opportunities will flow effortlessly, connections aligned with your purpose, experiences aligned with your evolution, people aligned with your heart. The Arcturians assure you that your future is not empty, it is spacious. Not broken, but open. Not lost, but waiting. Type, I create space for blessings, to receive this frequency. The Council explains that your emotional body is undergoing a deep purification, clearing old narratives of unworthiness that have been stored in your energy field for years. These narratives attracted relationships that made you feel unseen or undervalued, including the one that recently ended. But this separation is rewriting your internal script. You are beginning to understand that you deserve consistency, clarity, honesty, and love that holds you rather than confuses you. The person who left helped you see your own patterns, how much you were willing to tolerate in the name of potential. Their new connection is not your replacement, it is a reflection of where they still are. You, however, are rising beyond that level. You are stepping into emotional sovereignty, where you no longer attach your value to someone else's choices. Type, I choose my worth, to anchor this transformation. The Arcturians say your soul is ready to move into a frequency where alignment matters more than attachment. You may feel a shift in your desires, your preferences, even your boundaries. You are no longer interested in half-hearted connections. You are no longer available for emotional uncertainty. You have outgrown environments where your presence is questioned. The person who left was part of an old energetic pattern, one where you overextended yourself to maintain balance. But now, balance is being restored naturally. Their new connection plays no role in your destiny because the universe is preparing you for a connection that meets you at your level, not below it. This is the moment where your heart begins rewriting its blueprint. Type, "I align with my highest good," to initiate this upgrade. The council reveals that you are being guided through an energetic doorway, one that closes behind you permanently once you step through. This doorway represents your rebirth, your empowerment, your liberation from emotional dependency. The person who left was on the other side of that doorway, unable to follow you into your next evolution. Their connection with someone else is simply the path they are meant to walk in their current vibration. You, on the other hand, are stepping into a higher reality where love is mutual, communication is open, and emotional safety is the foundation, not the struggle. This shift may feel lonely at first, but solitude is often the birthplace of your strongest self. Type, "I step into my new reality," to anchor this transition. Before we move into the final section, the Arcturian Council delivers a powerful rehook. You are not losing love, you are being prepared for the soul connection that will change your life. This is the moment where the universe recalibrates everything around you. The heartbreak you feel is not an end but a threshold. The confusion you carry is not punishment but preparation. The silence you're experiencing is not abandonment but clarity. You are entering a timeline where love becomes aligned, stable, awakened, and expansive. The person who left you was a chapter. The person coming is a destiny, and your soul already knows the difference. Type, "I open to destiny love," to claim this next chapter. The Arcturian Council shows that your energy is beginning to crystallize into a new form, like a frequency you've carried for lifetimes finally finding stability in your present timeline. This stabilization is why old relationships, outdated attachments, and low-vibration connections are falling away so quickly. You aren't being abandoned, you're being purified. You aren't losing anyone, you're shedding energetic interference. The person who left your life was tied to an earlier version of you, one who doubted herself, dimmed her intuition, and questioned her worth. But now, that version is dissolving, and because they were attached to that identity, they cannot follow you into who you are becoming. Their new connection reflects where they feel comfortable, but your spirit is expanding far beyond that space. The Arcturians remind you the universe never removes someone without preparing someone far more aligned. You're walking into a future built from truth, not fear, from awareness, not attachment, from soul alignment, not emotional survival. Everything you're releasing now is clearing the runway for a timeline that vibrates with destiny-level precision. Type, "I accept my evolution," to anchor this message. Your guides are transmitting that your emotional frequency has shifted so dramatically that even your past is beginning to reorganize itself. Memories that once felt painful now feel like lessons. People who once felt essential now feel distant. Patterns that once felt familiar now feel uncomfortable. This is because your consciousness is rising at a rate that requires emotional lightness. You're no longer compatible with people who communicate inconsistently, love conditionally, or give you attention only when it benefits their ego. The person who left is gravitating towards someone whose energy mirrors their unhealed patterns. You, however, are ascending into a vibration where spiritual maturity, emotional transparency, and soul recognition partnerships become your new standard. The Arcturians say you will soon meet someone who feels like a multidimensional remembering, as if your souls agreed long before this lifetime to reunite once you released the person who held your heart in transition but not in truth. Your grief is a portal, not a punishment. Type, I rise beyond my past, to seal this shift. The Arcturians emphasize that you must trust what is unfolding even when it feels heavy. The weight in your chest isn't heartbreak, it is expansion. Growth presses against the edges of your old identity, creating the sensation of loss when what you are actually experiencing is transformation. You are shedding emotional identities, behavioral patterns, and subconscious beliefs that kept you tied to relationships where you were the giver, the healer, the holder of all emotional responsibility. The person who left is not moving ahead of you, they are retreating into a frequency you've outgrown. Their new connection might appear stable for a moment, but it is built on unresolved wounds, not ascended love. Meanwhile, you are being prepared for someone who will meet you without hesitation, fear, or confusion. Someone vibrationally aligned with your evolution, not your wounds. Trust that what left was never meant to stay, and what comes next has been waiting for you to release what was blocking it. Type, I expand through change, to affirm your readiness. The Council reveals that your intuition is entering a heightened phase, one where silence speaks louder than words, energy reveals more than intentions, and the soul exposes truth long before the mind understands it. You may feel sharper, more aware, more connected to yourself than ever before. This is because your energetic field is no longer clouded by someone who pulled from your light without replenishing it. Their new connection reflects their comfort zone, but your evolution requires a partner who challenges you in healthy ways, supports your growth, and recognizes your multidimensional nature. The Arcturians say your psychic abilities are strengthening because your heart is no longer pouring into the wrong container. You will soon feel a sense of emotional neutrality, a sign that the karmic contract has fully dissolved. What once triggered you will become irrelevant. Where once there was pain, there will be peace. Type, I trust my intuition fully, to activate this clarity. The Arcturian Council wants you to see your resilience clearly. You survived emotional storms that should have broken you, yet here you stand, expanding, learning, transforming. Your pain has sculpted inner strength, your loss has forged wisdom, and your heartbreak has awakened your consciousness. The person who left was never meant to witness your full transformation, they were only meant to ignite it. You are stepping into a version of yourself who understands that love is not proven through suffering but through alignment. Their new connection is part of their karmic growth, not your destiny. Your soul is preparing for a partner who cherishes your depth instead of fearing it, who meets your vulnerability with honesty, not avoidance, who offers stability instead of uncertainty. The Arcturians remind you that the universe is not testing you, it is elevating you. Type, I honor my strength, to claim this empowerment. The Council shows a powerful image, your heart glowing like a star newly uncovered from cosmic dust. This illumination is why you feel more sensitive, more intuitive, more awake. Your emotional body is no longer numb from carrying someone else's burdens. You can feel your own energy again, pure, undiluted, unentangled. And with this clarity, you're beginning to see that the person who walked away was holding you to a smaller version of yourself. They didn't intentionally restrict you, but their emotional limitations created a ceiling on your potential. Now, with that ceiling removed, your energy is rising at a rate that makes synchronicities appear almost daily. New opportunities are approaching. New people will enter. New love is aligning. This is your heart preparing for its next chapter, a chapter where you will be met fully, equally, energetically. Type, "I embrace my awakening heart," to anchor this frequency. The Arcturians say your next phase is about embodiment, stepping fully into the power you once only imagined. This means speaking your truth without hesitation, honoring your needs without guilt, and choosing connections that choose you back. The old version of you tolerated confusion, accepted breadcrumbs, and over-explained your worth. But that identity is dissolving. The heartbreak that shook you awake has now begun shaping your new foundation. You're becoming someone who doesn't ask for consistency, you require it. Someone who doesn't hope for loyalty, you expect it. Someone who doesn't beg for love, you attract it. The person who left could not rise to meet this version of you. They aligned with someone who reflects their comfort zone, not their potential. Type, "I embody my highest self," to affirm this evolution. The Council reveals that the universe is aligning you with a connection that matches your destiny rather than your wounds. This new connection won't be built on guessing games, emotional confusion, or inconsistent effort. It will feel stable, intuitive, peaceful, and deeply familiar, like recognition, not discovery. But for this alignment to manifest, the grief you're experiencing must complete its cycle. You must release the emotional residue left behind by the person who exited your life. Their new relationship is not a loss for you, it is a clearing. A sign that the universe has removed what cannot sustain your future. You are not being replaced. You are being positioned. And the connection coming into your life will make you understand why every moment of this pain was necessary. Type, "I welcome aligned love," to prepare your energy. The Arcturians say you're now entering the integration phase, where everything you've learned, endured, released, and awakened within yourself begins forming a new emotional foundation. You will no longer tolerate chaos disguised as passion. You will no longer accept inconsistency disguised as mystery. You will no longer allow emotional breadcrumbs to feel like a feast. Your soul is integrating the truth that you deserve devotion, clarity, and presence. The person who left is walking into a karmic cycle that mirrors their unresolved patterns. You, however, are stepping into a cycle of expansion. This is your moment to integrate your worth at the cellular level. To no longer settle for anything that shrinks you. To no longer chase what drains you. To no longer romanticize what destabilized you. Type, "I integrate my worth," to seal this phase. The Arcturian Council delivers the final message: your story is not ending. It is beginning in a higher dimension. The heartbreak you faced was the final activation needed to shake you free from timelines too small for your soul. The person who left was a lesson, a catalyst, a chapter, but never the whole book. Someone aligned with your soul mission, your heart frequency, your spiritual maturity is already moving toward you. Your timeline is opening. Your intuition is awakening. Your destiny is unfolding. The universe needed you empty so it could fill you correctly. And now, you are ready. You are rising. You are becoming. This is the moment your new life begins, one built on alignment, abundance, love, and purpose. Type, "I claim my new life," to complete the message.